Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Malabite Efeni.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rufai Oseni.
Morning, Mr.
Good morning, Victoria Tundu MKO Abiola.
Good morning, Mr. Femi.
Yes. Now, let's start with this day newspaper, Nigeria's newspaper of records. The lead story, crush the insurgency now. Buhari orders military chiefs. List gains of Nigeria-Niger Republic rail link. Directs conclusion of financial plan for Lagos-Calabar rail project. Yes, President Buhari issuing that marching order yesterday. I don't know whether the immediate past service chiefs did not get this kind of order. How come this order is being given now? But we know that the president parted and has been commending the immediate past service chiefs for doing a good job. But I am more interested in this Nigeria-Niger rail link. President Buhari taking his time yesterday to explain the benefits that will accrue from that rail link between Kano and Mahadi in Niger Republic, passing through several cities in Nigeria. How come Niger Republic is not even putting a kobo or a cent into that project? Nigeria is taking loan from China to build that rail link. One would have expected that a rail link that will benefit two countries, no matter how small, Niger Republic should be making some contribution. But big brother Nigeria is taking huge loans to do that from China. Well, today happens to be the 50th anniversary of Nigeria-China diplomatic relations. So I think there are some questions we should ask the president. Or, on the alternative, what are we getting from Niger Republic? Can they, for once, help Nigeria to block illegal firearms coming through from their end of the border between Nigeria and Niger Republic? So, some questions there for the presidency to answer, if you ask me. Now, if we move over to the next newspaper, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, we must prosecute arrested bandits, kidnappers to show justice. Oshibaju wants community policing strengthened, revalidates his APC membership in Ikene. Oshomole Falls APC membership revalidation exercise. Now, the Daily Independent newspaper of Nigeria, insecurity may lead to ethno-religious war. Senate says headers, farmers clash may cause food insecurity. Asks Buhari to rejig nation security architecture. Emergence of inter-ethnic conflicts worrisome, according to Lawan, the Senate president. Now, the New Telegraph newspaper, federal government to Nigerians, brace up for petrol price increase. TUC, we are bearing needless pain from government. Of course, the Vanguard is also using the labor response, labor CSO's kick, as federal government plans fresh fuel price hike. Petrol price rising by 8.2% as Bonny Light hits $59.46 per barrel. Be ready to bear pains of high petrol costs. Federal government tells Nigerians, Nigerians can't take another hike. Labor. Now, the Nation newspaper, North governors declare open grazing outdated. Herdsmen to be educated on ranching. Senate, headers farmers conflict dangerous. This is a welcome development if all the northern governors are agreed that indeed open grazing is outdated. What are they doing to ensure that these cattle rearers follow global best practices of ranching. But at least for once, they have admitted, unlike in the past, when you will hear that herders have the right to live in any forest anywhere in Nigeria and roam anywhere they like. But now that they have admitted that indeed open grazing is outdated, they should start doing the needful. Now, the Guardian newspaper, Nigeria's The Guardian, trouble ahead as APC reviews membership nationwide. Is against party constitution, says Adams Oshiomhole, immediate past chairman. Oshoba calls for emergency caucus meeting. Fayemi Oyegun Adebayo defend exercise. Akonde spoke our mind, says Lagos party chief. Others disagree. Kwara youths allege exclusion, manipulation of process. Rivers members divided along factional lines. Now, the Daily Trust newspaper, quit order to headers. Northern governors confirm reprisal threats. Want 36 governors to meet over tension. Intertribal agitations worrisome Lawal. Gumi tackles El-Rufai as bandits kill 23 in Kaduna. Now, the Daily Times of Nigeria reporting, experts chart roadmap on cryptocurrency for Nigeria. If we look at the foreign newspapers quickly, The Guardian of UK, of course, the story there, COVID travel rule breakers face risk of 10 years in jail. Travelers arriving from coronavirus hotspots could face 10,000 pounds fines and jail sentences of up to 10 years under a package of measures designed to stop new variants entering the UK, according to Matt Hancock, the health secretary. But health workers are also having some hard times. The Daily Express newspaper of UK kick in the teeth for NHS heroes. Outrage as doctors and nurses in COVID fight face £500 bill for parking at work. Despite working flat out to battle the COVID crisis, many are now being penalized. Some staff will pay more than 500 naira a year for parking
pounds
while battling the coronavirus at work. Well, the Washington Post newspaper, Senate votes to allow Trump's trial. Claim of fast response to riot undercut by his allies' aides. Tundu, you seem to be one of the few who believe that the lawyers of Donald Trump put up a reasonable case. To many observers and lawyers, in fact, even Donald Trump believed that they did a shoddy job.
Donald Trump slates everybody. It's not their fault. You really cannot make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. I do think that they did their best, and it's generally not in my nature to just slate people randomly. They did their best with the bad case that they had.
But the sow's ear is really very silky, I should say.
It's actually not.
Well, Emmanuel Efene,
Yes.
are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, quickly. First, a comment on the Kano to Maradi rail line. We had discussed this before on this program, and then it has come up again with the president making a statement at the commencement, the final takeoff of that particular. You will recall that at the time that project was announced, $2 billion rail line project from Kano to Maradi, said to be the biggest city in the Niger Republic. There were reactions from Nigerians. Some of those reactions were political. Some were ethnic. Some were religious. People making all kinds of statements about, some Nigerian leaders have connections with Niger, and this is some kind of primordial connection. Until Minister of Transportation, Amechi, came in and tried to provide justification for the project. There are two issues that came up at the time, which I think are still relevant now, are as follows. One, Nigerians are saying that, look, charity should begin at home. that there are rail lines, dilapidated rail lines, rail networks in Nigeria that have not been connected and that have great commercial value. Will it not be more important for the Nigerian government to place a greater emphasis on that? Now, there was also the other issue about funding, $2 billion. People were asking, where would that come from? I think the Minister of Transportation at the time had said the Federal Executive Council had approved that amount. But later, in a rebuttal by the presidency, some clarification was offered that the money was going to come from the African Finance Corporation. Now, if the money is coming from the African Finance Corporation, is it a loan? Is it a grant? What exactly is it all about? Now, the federal government's defense is that this will promote trans-Saharan trade. It will help open up, the trade routes between Niger and Nigeria, and that some other states, about 5 states within the country, will benefit from this. But the thing is that in terms of trade, Niger has perhaps stronger connections with some other neighboring countries than Nigeria. So what exactly is the gain? The other point, the fourth point, will be about China's connection. This is a China project, and there are many Nigerians who do not feel comfortable about our Sino-Nigerian connections and how that continues to increase, and with implications in terms of our relationship with the US and other countries in Europe. So that's another leg of it. So, but it's a Portuguese company we're told that is going to build it. Another sticky point has to do with the point about refinery, that Nigeria now will be depending on a refinery from Niger that will refine crude oil, and that this rail line will be used to bring the crude to another refinery that will be set up in Katsina, somewhere in Katsina, to refine about 150,000 barrels, 150,000, barrels of oil in terms of supply per day. Now, people are asking, okay, what of Warri? What of Port Harcourt refinery? How do you abandon all of this and then you are looking Niger-wards, you are looking Katsina-wards? So these are some of the issues that I think the government has not been able to clarify. But in terms of what they take to be the principles, yes, you can assist them by saying at a time of African Continental Free Trade Agreement, Nigeria cannot isolate itself from neighbors in terms of trade. After all, in East Africa, they have transnational rail line. But that transnational rail line in East Africa is cheaper than what we are proposing between Nigeria and Niger. So many questions that government will still have to address. And it is not correct for government to continue to disregard public opinion on key issues. And Minister Amechi has been particularly called out that why is he being used as the agent to take a rail line to Niger. But I guess he has a job to do, and he has to do his job as Minister of the Federal Republic, not Minister of a River State or Lagos or Southern Nigeria.
I just wanted to put this in real quickly. I know we've got about 30 seconds.
Yes.
You must be protectionist. You can't be doing a rail line to Niger when your internal economics can be improved with the same rail line. You must be protectionist. You see, development of every nation, I want Nigeria to do well. And this is not about this government. Development of every nation is hinged on a certain level of protectionism and thinking inwards. There are many new paths you can open. We must be protectionist. It has to be internally first before we could do outwards.
Yeah.
Shouldn't Niger be contributing to this project, since both countries will benefit?
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Efeni.